YouTube Nation, what is up? Eagles Truth here with you. Alright, I have tried making this video about 5 times and I keep ranting on and on and on and on. It becomes like a over 20 minute video and it's just like, I talk a lot, okay? I made a video, oh by the way, where I'm at, it's kind of like a temporary apartment thing. I actually moved from Pennsylvania all the way to El Paso, Texas. Girlfriends, what you'll do for them. But anyway, so it's kind of like a temporary thing, so excuse me looking like I'm in a jail cell or something. I made a video a little bit ago. It was my first video in a long time, all off season, because I don't like to overreact both good and bad. I like to just sit back and be like, okay. I'm going to call a few people out. Well, I'm going to call one person out, and some of you kind of feel the same way, and you can be in this boat too. PR, Power Rangers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your videos drive me nuts, and I can't believe I haven't unsubscribed to you yet. And if I think about it, I probably will, because I see the video in there, and it's got a fucking bullshit ass title, and I click on it, and it just pisses me off. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking make a video of this faggot. You know, I shouldn't call you a faggot. I'm sorry. You know, it's a bad word. But see, it just pisses me off, and I just get into doing something in my daily life and everything, and it just, whatever, puts it on the back burner, alright? Life's interesting. I can't, no. And really, I haven't even seen a video today or anything. It's just like, you know what? Since I'm now making videos again, and getting more into it again, and active with it, might as well. You always say Chump Kelly or Chip Kelly, you hate Chip Kelly, you think he's an idiot or whatever. I don't have a problem with how you view Chip Kelly. Like, that's your prerogative. It's your opinion. Whatever floats your boat, right? My problem is your reasoning, football-wise, to think he's a terrible coach or this or that. It pisses me off because I don't like stupid people. I don't like stupid people. And every time I see your face. Here's the deal. For PR, and for those of you that think that he made bad moves, they could be bad moves. I'm not going to sit up here and say because I said they're amazing moves, they're amazing moves. Things happen, you know, who am I to know what the future's going to hold, all right? But looking on it from the surface of what we know right now, on paper, because that's all we have to go on, the 2015 Eagles, barring any significant injuries, which that goes for any team, is going to be better on paper than the 2014 Eagles. We've upgraded almost every single aspect. The obvious is kicking Bradley Fletcher's dumbass out of the I'm so glad we got rid of him. And then comes Byron Maxwell. Clear. I'm not sitting there saying Byron Maxwell is Darrelle Revis or Richard Sherman or anything like that, or even Aqib Talib. I'm just saying he's a damn clear upgrade over Bradley Fletcher. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. All right, and Kerry Williams, and then comes Nolan Carroll, who everyone's praising this offseason, so can't get much worse than him either. Kerry Williams just ran his mouth a lot. Bad character, but also bad play. So those are the obvious improvements. Now, you guys bitching and moaning because we let LeSean McCoy go and got Kiko Alonso. I like the move, even as a player for player. 1, running backs are a dime a dozen. 2, McCoy did not fit the scheme. He didn't fit the scheme. And I thought it was lazy. It was lazy on my part. I thought he was going to fit the scheme. Chip Kelly, him and Deshaun Jackson, I thought they were going to fit the scheme. You know, dynamic players, versatile, but that was lazy thinking on my part. It really was. LeSean McCoy is a damn good running back. Very elusive. Exciting to watch. But he doesn't just go and hit the hole, bam. He's very inconsistent at that. And he leads the league in yardage, in runs of 0 or negative yardage. You can't have that, especially when we go at the pace we do. You sit there and boom, he loses a couple yards and everything. It's like, okay, 2nd and 12, let's go, real fast. Defenses aren't scared of you. It's like you keep losing yards. That's cool. All right, makes our life a little easier. To where if you have a back that'll pound it in there, even if you get like 2, 3, even 4 yards, 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 7 is a hell of a lot better than 2nd and 12. The defense is going to respect you a little bit more on 2nd down. Like, oh shit, you know, like, I mean. So regardless of who you think the better back is, put it this way. Would you rather have, take a step back and look at the overall picture. Now I know we wanted Frank, I know he was originally going after Frank Gore, which another hit the whole back, but regardless. Would you rather have McCoy or Kiko Alonso and DeMarco Murray for the same salary? What's the best bang for your buck? It's this one. I'm waiting, PR. I'm waiting, other people. Do you think we should not have Kiko Alonso and DeMarco Murray, and instead, for the money it took for both of them, have McCoy? Is that what you want? Is that smart? Chip Kelly is in the business, people. He's here to build a team. He needs to stretch the resources dry. Sports science, every little advantage you can get. That includes manipulating the roster to have the best bang for the buck in cap. I think it's an upgrade. Anyway, I like Sam Bradford over Nick Foles. You watch Sam Bradford play as a pure passer. Just the talent and the mechanic, like his mechanics, his footwork, his arm strength, his release, his accuracy, his pocket mobility. It's all better than Nick Foles. And everyone. I'm not being biased. Look for yourself. Have an objective opinion. Go look. Don't even have to be highlights. Just footage of Sam Bradford. You have to realize the Rams couldn't block nobody. His receivers couldn't catch anything. Even Tom Brady couldn't make Danny Amendola look good. If Bradford's healthy, and I don't even I'm tired of saying that just because he was hurt and everything. I understand history not good, but you know what? The people, and this is why I hate football fans mostly, because they don't use their heads. They have a lot of flawed logic. The past does not predict the future. And I tell you what, nobody tries to do that more than football fans. Not just Eagles fans, football fans in general. Nobody tries to do that more than football fans. The past predicts the future. He was hurt, so he's going to be hurt. It doesn't work that way, people. It doesn't work that way. If anything, usually, if you have a season-ending, I know Bradford had 2 of them in a row, but usually if you have a season-ending injury, the chances or the odds are you won't have a season-ending injury the next year. Actually, I think the odds are probably better for someone who was healthy last year to be nicked this year. Excuse me, hiccup. But I look at it as an upgrade. You gotta stay healthy. Everybody's gotta stay healthy. But I look at it as an upgrade, quarterback-wise. I do. And even if it's not, even if Sam Bradford gets injured, all right, a Mark Sanchez second year in the system should be better than Mark Sanchez first year in the system. I mean, you would just assume. Healthier arm, you know. Don't get me started on Tim Tebow, please. I mean, I don't hate the signing. It's whatever. I mean, now if he was signed to start, Chip Kelly, I trust you, but damn. But he's not signed to start. He's just, you know. So I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to talk about him, even though he's a great guy. So I look at that. The quarterback as an upgrade. The only part is Maclin leaving, and it's not that Chip Kelly said bye. We tried to sign him, but we weren't going to overpay for Maclin. You realize how much he got? Do you realize that was his first year over 1,000 yards? And you think he's worth? I like Maclin, but do you think he's worth that much money when he finally went over 1,000 yards? He came in 2009, 9, 10, 11, 12. He was injured in 13. So in 4 years, he couldn't get 1,000 yards? He couldn't get 1,000 yards in 4 years? But he's worth that much money. Chip Kelly's like, no. It's like the Eagles were in the auction. They're like, you know, and it's like too much. You know what I mean? It's the way it is. We get Nelson Aguilar. Now, I think Nelson Aguilar is the better receiver, just not right now. I think Maclin coming out, or I think Nelson Aguilar coming out of college is better than Maclin coming out of college. Now, they're pretty much comparable. The measurements, the everything. I just think Nelson Aguilar is more explosive, has quicker feet, more explosive, better punt return. But I mean, everything else is like on par, you know. Pro style offense, pro style routes. But I'll give Maclin. I'll say that a veteran Maclin is better than a rookie Aguilar. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, if there's, you know, you gotta think though. Matthews is gonna be better in his second year. Huff has nowhere to go but up. I look at Huff and I see how he runs. He runs angry and runs physical and you see the potential with Huff. And it's just like, I couldn't believe that last year he took so long for him to. I mean, hell, you could probably say he never came on at all, but towards the end, I think he started to, you know, okay, you know, I don't know, but he has nowhere to go but up, and there's talent there. You can see it. It's just, come on. I mean, but you look overall, I think the 2000, on paper, because that's all we have to go on right now, and barring injury, the 2015 Eagles is better than 2014 Eagles. This got to be proven on the field. But all I have to go on is paper and names and the assumption that people will be healthy or whatever, you know? So, I mean, PR dissing Chip for what? For improving the team? Tell me where the Eagles got worse. Or are you predetermining an injury that has not happened yet? Tell me, PR, where did the Eagles get worse? Maybe the Maclin. From Maclin to Aguilar, a little bit of a downgrade for now. I think Aguilar's going to be the better receiver, but for now, okay. But what about all the other upgrades? And let me tell you this. I already told you the upgrades, right? But consider the players, the 4 players that are receiving, Triple is receiving criticism for getting rid of. Nick Foles, LeSean McCoy, Jerry Maclin, and Deshaun Jackson. All 4 of those players, those 4 players were on the team in 2012 under Andy Reid and went 4-12, right? Those talented players went 4-12. And the year before, outside of Nick Foles, went 8-8. Oh, amazing talent we just let go, huh? Consider this. Chip Kelly, PR, the person that you're hating, the person that you can't stand, that you think's an idiot, right? The person you think will be back in college or whatever, right? Them 4 players, all of them had their career year with Chip Kelly. Now, Nick Foles only had 2. He had 1 year with it. Well, he actually had 3 years, you know what I mean. But 27-2. 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in 2013 under Chip Kelly. Deshaun Jackson in 2013 had like 1,300 yards, most yards he's ever had under Chip Kelly. LeSean McCoy in 2013 led the league in rushing, like 1,600 yards under Chip Kelly. Jerry Maclin last year finally went over 1,000 yards. We keep thinking like he's like a freaking Calvin Johnson we let go. He finally went over 1,000 yards, people. Finally went over 1,000 yards. Best season he's had with Chip Kelly. So I don't know about you, but with all that said and done, I'm going to give Chip Kelly the benefit of the doubt because he did more. He got more out of those players than Andy Reid did. And I still think Andy Reid's a hell of a coach. A little stubborn at times, but I think he's a good coach. What do you got to say, PR? Keep dissing Chip Kelly. Keep thinking he's such a terrible coach. Even though he turned a 8-8 and a 4-12 team with those players, turned him into a 10-6 team. All 4 players has had career years under him, and he let go. Maclin, he didn't try to let go. It just got too rich for him. But we've upgraded. We've upgraded. This offseason, I think we've upgraded. I don't know. That's all I got. I hate to call people out, but it's just a video after video after video after video of negativity. It's like, dude, if you don't like the Philadelphia Eagles, be a fan of the Cowboys or the Redskins or the Giants, or maybe the in-state rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, or maybe the Patriots. Maybe there's like a rivalry there. I don't. Well, maybe not, because they did 2 years in a row have joint practices. But maybe from the fans' perspective, maybe there's a rivalry. I don't know. Be a fan of some team that it's okay to hate on the Eagles. You don't look like an Eagles fan. Oh, pisses me off. All right, I'm done with him. Anyway, a lot of people are saying the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East. My prediction, for right now anyway, I know it's not even training camp yet, but at least it's after the draft, you know, is the Eagles. And people are like, oh, what a surprise. Look, you've seen me pick against the Eagles before in games. I'm against the Packers. I think I predict, no, I don't know. I picked against the Eagles before. Look at the You know why the media and everybody's on the Cowboys? I'm not blind by perception. Nobody's putting a blindfold over me. I'm not being brainwashed by society or the media. I'm not doing it. Sorry. You can't brainwash me. I'm a free-spirited thinker. I take a step back and look at shit. The hype machine with the Cowboys is real. And they've been hyping the Cowboys up, and hyping them up, and hyping them up, and every year the Cowboys lay an egg and let them down. So, in a year where they have, like, you know, Sean Lee gets hurt and blah, 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 and they have no defense whatsoever to speak of, the hype machine backs off. Backs off, right? Cowboys finally have a really good year. 12 wins is nothing to sneeze at. Really good year, and they exceeded all expectations. So it's like the hype machine is like, oh, the Cowboys are back. That's all it is. All right, that's all it is. Like, we actually have a reason to hype them up now. You combine that with the Eagles' questionable moves. I don't think they were ever questionable. But maybe at the time, before you have a chance to take a step back and look at the team overall at the end, maybe at the time, maybe some people thought it was questionable. I don't know. But people look at, like, LaShawn McCoy's now gone, and blah, 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 you know. You combine them both, and yeah, people are expecting the Cowboys to win. Yeah, you know, me, I look at it. Who do the Cowboys have on defense? Please tell me. Please tell me. They have Greg Hardy, okay, but he's suspended until week 10. I mean, you look at the Cowboys' defense, and it's. Meanwhile, the Eagles have improved. You add Byron Maxwell and Kiko Alonso. Those are two pretty hefty upgrades, okay. But look at we have the better special teams. I don't even think Cowboys fans can argue that. And if you do argue that, I'm not talking to you, because you're obviously a brick wall. I give the thumbs up to the Eagles and special teams. I'm projecting right now both for the Cowboys and for us, but I would probably give us the edge in the defense too. So then you look at offense. We already have the edge in the other two. Look at offense. Chip Kelly offense versus the Cowboys. Really good offensive line and one-star wideout. I mean, that's really all they got. You got Tony Romo, who can be good at times, can be bad at times. Is one hit away from retirement. You got a tight end, Jason Witten, who's really good, but doing it for a long time. Kind of getting to be over the hill, you know. Don't know how many more years he's going to play. So I mean, you look at it, and it's just like they got a really good offensive line and one-star wideout, a capable quarterback who's needs to be careful, and a tight end who's doesn't have that many more years left, and you know, it's just no real running threat that I see, unless they break out and, you know, and surprise people, which can happen. But, you know, the Eagles, they have health concerns. But right now, is anybody injured? No. So it's, well, is anybody out for the season? No. So until they are, I don't factor that in. It's like, you look at it, Sam Bradford, I think he's on par with Romo, if not better, to be honest with you, from a pure passing standpoint. I think Romo has the better escapability, obviously, the better track record of staying healthy outside of the back. But we got the best running tandem in the game. They definitely have the star wideout, but we got it. I mean, with Matthews and Aguilar, Miles Austin, and we got a mixture of really good talent and veteran as well. So it's not like we have nothing at wide receiver. We got a good offensive line ourselves. Pro Football Focus put us as the number one rush blocking offensive line, not the Cowboys. There's a difference. There's a difference because the one that reared the Cowboys, number one, they go, a lot of it's based off the running back and what he does. Pro Football Focus put every single person in every play. It's whatever. I'm not going to get into semantics, but regardless, a good offensive line in its own right. I just think we're more balanced. We got, you know, we're just a more balanced offense, you know. But even if you gave the, I don't know. I look at the rosters, and it's only on paper because that's all we got right now. And I'm just like, overall, I see the Eagles, and then you have to factor in the character. I mean, character wins football games too. You don't think it does, but it really does. If you have people that are hardworking and put the team first and do anything it takes to win, outside, you know, and then you have a bunch of me players and stuff like that. I don't know. It's 22 minutes and 15 seconds already. Good Lord. I ran every time. I'm just gonna post this anyway. I'm out, guys. Peace.